When you draw the body on top of the skeleton, you want to make sure of what body type you're going to be drawing. If they're heavy set, you want to make the lines a little bit farther away from the skeleton. If they're skinny, you want to make the lines closer to the skeleton. Let me give you an example. Inside of the ebook, I have legs right here. As you can see, for the female legs, this skeleton is the exact same skeleton. Both of these right here. Obviously, this body type is a little bit skinnier than this body type. It's also a little bit thicker than this body type. This is the male. Obviously, it's a little bit different of the skeleton, but hopefully you're starting to grasp what I'm saying. When I go to the arms, these lines are a lot farther away from this skeleton, whereas these lines are a lot closer. So it gives the illusion that this is skinnier and this is thicker or more muscular. If I were to draw a child, for instance, which is something that I don't have inside of the ebook, so yet again, you were getting your money's worth by watching this course. But if I was going to draw a child, I would probably not make them super muscular. I would, make them, very fairly skinny. Now, like I said at the very beginning of this course, I don't want you to overthink anything inside of this ebook. I want you to genuinely have fun. I want you to look at this and say, hey, I want to practice this because this looks like it would be fun to do. So with that said, I'm going to explain to you that even though there are technically measurements for a, adult size or a kid size or a toddler size and all this other stuff, I'm not really going to get into it. I highly recommend getting the How to Draw Diverse manga book from Saturday AM. That actually goes into a lot more of the measurements, a lot more into the thought process of why it is that way. And it's just substantially more detailed. So if you want something like that, more detailed, and also something that has, several different artists from around the world, including White Manga from White Manga TV on YouTube, then I highly recommend that you guys, go check that book out. However, this course is to teach you the basics. It's to teach you to not overthink things, to actually just do it and correct yourself the more you do it. So with that said, even though I know, for instance, a child should be roughly, 4 head lengths tall or something to that extent, maybe 5 lengths. Like this is 5 lengths. So, I guess this would be more of a teenager. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, that an adult is like 6 to 7 heads. A toddler is like 3 to 4 heads. Like it. There's a lot of measurements that I could get into, and I don't really want to get into them. And that's my point in, saying all this. I don't want you to overthink it. So, putting that to the side, if I was going to draw this body type for the kid, like I said, he's definitely going to be a little bit skinnier. He's not going to be super muscular. So what does that mean? That's right. I'm going to be drawing a little bit closer to the skeleton. It's going to make him look a lot skinnier. Right. And I very much so hope that you are going to practice this on your own. See exactly what type of body types you want to draw, what type of body types are more fun to draw for you. Do you want them to be more heavy set? Do you want them to be muscular? Do you want them to be super skinny? Do you want them to just be normal size? Do you want them to, be anything that you want? You can do that when you draw. It's the freedom. You're supposed to have fun when you do it. So just like how I drew this kid, you can tell that he's just a normal sized kid. He has a humongous head, but that's just my style shining through my artwork right now. But as you can tell, when it comes to drawing the body type on top of the skeleton, on top of whatever pose that you draw, you really want to focus on how close am I going to be drawing the body to the skeleton. And that's what dictates their body type. So keep that in mind as you create characters in whatever likeness you wish to draw them in.